Good morning, everybody, and happy New Year's Eve across the world. My name is Kyle. This is Steve. This is the Sunday Summary Podcast, guys. I completely butchered that opening.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Kyle. What's up, bro?
My name is Steven. I forgot it was New Year's Eve.
Yeah. That's in my head. I was like, I gotta open with that, and that threw everything else off. I was like,
Actually, it's
what do
New
I say?
Year in New Zealand right now. Is it already the New Year?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
Um,
Maybe in Japan too.
it's 2:10 a.m. in New Zealand. So yeah, January 1st.
Look at
So
that.
that's probably one or two others.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we got anybody in New Zealand, Japan, maybe Australia, the far, far, far east, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah, if we have anybody in New Zealand on this show, first of all, go to bed.
Yeah. If you're
Sec-
up at 2 a.m. watching us, you got a problem. All right.
or you're just a dedicated fan, which I can't blame you for because this
Y-
show is incredible. Um, Actually, Chatham Islands territory in New Zealand, it's 2:55 a.m. They are GMT plus 13 hours and 45 minutes.
Hmm. Very interesting.
Yeah. So shout out to everybody for the Happy New Year and Happy New Year's Eve to us as well.
Yeah. No, Happy New Year's Eve to myself because I say that all the time. Yes. Good morning, Kyle. Happy New Year's. Steve, how you been, bro? Liverpool are top of the league, just in case you didn't know.
Oh, I knew. A lot's happened since we last spoke. It's been 2 Sundays.
Let's chat about it.
Time has flown by for me with the holidays and all that, the baby, right? Um, so I'm kind of everything's been a little bit of a blur, but we didn't even get to speak about the Arsenal game.
Oh, yeah. Let's just
Um,
let's quickly chat about that. We kind
okay,
of have to.
really quick. We deserved 3 points. Um, we had the bigger chances, most specifically the Trent just crashing it off the bar.
That
Um,
still picture of the counterattack where you have four of us side by side and two defenders from Arsenal. And blows my mind how we didn't convert that.
yeah.
Blows my mind.
Look, things happen though. Look, things happen. That's fine. I want to know everybody's thoughts on the Odegaard handball.
That's another thing. Jesus Christ, that's a handball.
Yeah, we haven't. I haven't talked to anybody about that, Kyle. I don't know if you did a video on that.
No.
Let us know in the comment section here what we think of the Odegaard handball or lack thereof. Thoughts? Scott Barkley says Odegaard channeling his inner Steph Curry. While we wait for that, yeah, just recap on that. I thought we deserved 3 points, although a draw, two really good teams, top of the table. It
You
is
can't
what
be
it
ups
is.
Yeah, you can't really be upset with the result, but I'm more upset with those instances, right? Like Trent hitting the crossbar, the handball not being given, and even when we played United, right? That handball I understood, or not called handball I understood. The Odegaard one was just a flat out missed call, in my opinion.
Those are the types of calls that decide a league, or that you look back on and you decide, and you remember this cost us the title. Rodri handball versus Everton 2 seasons ago. Prime example, right? In big games like this, that's the difference. That's the difference. Um,
Shout out to
I
Liz real quick with a super chat before you continue.
yes, Liz,
Liz,
thank you
thank you
so
for
much.
supporting the channel. And everybody, we appreciate you all supporting the channel and the podcast here. Make sure that you like the stream if you're enjoying yourself, subscribe down below. And if you feel so inclined, you can become a channel member. That's one of the best ways to support the channel because behind the scenes here, things cost money. The StreamYard software, thumbnails, YouTube Premium, all that stuff costs money. So if you choose to support monetarily, we greatly appreciate that. But Steve, you were saying,
Um, oh, I would hate to look because like the Tottenham match already has an asterisk next to it. I already know we're gonna look back at that at some point and go, damn. Like if only those cards, like that Jota sketchy card or the Jones or the own goal or the 9 men and this, that, and the other thing.
Dude,
That match already feels like it doesn't belong in our results. Now we
Dude.
have this one.
dude, we'd be undefeated right now.
Well, we are with 11 men, we are undefeated.
No, that what I'm saying is without the worst call in the history of the Premier League, Liverpool are invincible right now.
I know, and it hurts. It hurts so
Yeah,
much.
it
Hurts
hurts.
so much. But people like no other teams, Man City, Arsenal, managers, they're all aware that loss isn't a real loss. So they're still looking at us at the top of the league on the perch right now, thinking, yeah, that team's unbeatable. Like nobody has beaten that team. 9 men doesn't count. Matter of fact, we looked pretty dangerous at times with 9 men at the end of that game. Tottenham didn't
Yeah.
look like they had a chance.
It's pretty funny.
Joel Matip had to score for them in the final seconds. But anyways, we can't
scored for the wrong team.
Yeah, we can't get into
Yeah,
that.
we won't open that can of worms, but I just kind of wanted to say we're undefeated. We're invincible right now without that poor call. I do want to say good morning to everyone in the chat. Inglese, Darren, my mother's in here, 67. Liz, of course. Scott Barkley, what's going on? LFC, Aaron, Ravi, and Kev, what's going on, guys? Yeah, no, let's continue. The league itself right now is kind of interesting because you got Aston Villa. Last time I checked, we're in second. Could have changed. Even on points with Arsenal. Yeah. No. Okay, so here's the way the table looks right now. You got us, top of the table. Aston Villa in second. Man City in third. Arsenal in fourth. And Tottenham in fifth. So Man City just 2 points behind, as Inglese said here, I believe. But we talked about this 2 weeks ago with Aston Villa, dude. Aston Villa have managed to creep up with 4 losses, and that's interesting because going back to like what you said, we only have 1 loss, and we're even on points with Aston Villa. One loss.
It drives me nuts. It's every single year, Kyle.
It's unbelievable. I will never stop talking about this. Like, let's go down the loss list in order from top of the league to bottom. Liverpool 1, Aston Villa 4, Man City 3, Arsenal 3, Tottenham 5. It blows my mind.
Dude. All right. Yes. So Tottenham 5 losses. 6 points back.
So if they drew those games, they'd be where we were.
No. Whatever. I can't do the math in my head.
Yeah, no, I'm not here to do math, right?
Yeah.
No, we're not qualified to do that sort of arithmetic here.
That very advanced algebra.
It's
not
y equals mx plus b. It's just not worth it. The fact of the matter is that it seems like we're playing so good, and we are. I mean, I'm looking at the table, and 12 wins, 6 draws, 1 loss, and goal difference of 23, which is second best in the league. But we're still we're even on points with Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Kyle, are you looking at the table? Pull up the table.
I got the table right here.
All right, because there's one thing we need to look at. There's a certain column I want you to notice, and I want you to tell me what you see.
Okay, I see the table.
What do Tottenham and Arsenal have in common here?
Tottenham and Arsenal.
I'm sorry, Tottenham and Aston Villa. What do they have in common?
The goal difference.
Similar to that. Another data point within that. Goals against.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, This is their problem. This is why they can't sustain what they're doing. They don't have their defense isn't good enough. Now, that being said, it's also a long season. Like I said about Arsenal last year, like I'll say about Tottenham and Arsenal again this year and Aston Villa. If anybody expects Aston Villa to be where they're at come another 10, 15 games, you're crazy.
No, I
They don't
know.
have the quality, the experience, none of that. But Kyle, I get what you're saying. We are level on points with Aston Villa. Mind you, we have a game in hand. And they have 4 losses. The draws, while it feels great to not lose, like we could have 46 points if we lost 4 in 1, 2 of those 6 draws. 48 points, actually. In which case, if you have 48 points at this stage, you are favorited big time.
I'm just thinking back to the crossbar, the handball, the Tottenham match. Like these singular moments in games where you're just like, holy crap, we could have won the game based on that. Like the year we lost the league to City. 1 millimeter, dude. 1 centimeter. 1 inch. That ball goes over the line and John Stones is a little bit slower. We win the league.
It's insane.
It's mind-blowing.
It's what makes the league so beautiful, but it's also what makes things so heartbreaking or so sweet if you're on the other end of it as a supporter. It's always marginal with us, huh?
Always.
Actually, that's not true. We won the league by 47,000 points in 1920. But 2019-20, we probably also won the league
1920,
in
what a year.
We probably also won the league in 1920 as well.
Honestly, we probably did. Oh my God. It's a league of, what's the phrase? It's a game of
Inches.
margins. Is that what I'm trying to say?
It's inches.
Inches. That's what it is. It's a game of inches, man. Inches. If the ball hits a little bit lower on that bar from the shot from Trent, goes in the net, it's a goal. You know, if the ref was standing a few inches to the right and looked at Odegaard's handball a little bit different, maybe it's a penalty. I hate everything about what the refs are doing right now in every sport. I mean, hell, did you watch that game last night?
Yes, but I turned it off in the 3rd quarter. Was there a sketchy call at the end or something?
Detroit goes for 2, converts the 2. The ref claims that one of the guys who caught the pass didn't report, and so it was ruled illegal touching. But you can clearly see the player trying to report to the ref. It's unbelievable, dude. The ref says, I didn't see it.
So just watch it back. Like, let's be human. The play ran. Take 10 seconds to watch it back. But if that person reports, is he supposed to report it? You know, sometimes they actually like report it over the speaker. Number 23 is reported as eligible.
That's what they're supposed to do.
So if he didn't see it and he didn't report that, then the play has to be rerun. But at the end of the day, it's his fault he didn't see it. Last thing I'll say is
well, so that's what they did. That's what they did. They reran. Well, first off, I don't know why they didn't just kick the field goal and go to overtime. They went for 2, 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I saw that update on my phone, which is just absurd.
No, and it's like, I know he didn't report. It was just weird because there were 2 players, one who caught the ball and one who claimed that they didn't report. And they said it was illegal touching. And it was just like, I saw this 300-pound, 6'4" man running at the ref. How do you not see him? I don't know. Sorry. Let's go ahead.
That's fine. The refs in the Premier League have been nothing short of abysmal. VAR has been a step in the wrong direction. And it's the deciding factor in trophies.
Yeah.
When you have a league this competitive, with the exception of a few years where people have run away with the title, you know, the calls can make all the difference. in who becomes a champion and gets etched in history and who doesn't. And that's the last I'll say about that. Let's move on.
All right, we got the new kits here, dude. And I think with oh my god, and I didn't even you said it beforehand. This kit is incredibly sexy with the exception of the Nike logo being vertical.
I wonder if they're trying to do it to be like polarizing so that it stands out and people remember this kit forever. Oh my gosh. Do you remember that beautiful white kit that Nike came out with in 2024 and the check mark was vertical, you know? Like that's more memorable than just this white kit. So I wonder if it's almost like a let's create a classic with some controversy that people will want to buy again in 15 years as a retro. I don't know, man. It's a beautiful kit. The Nike symbol orientation is bothering me, but that's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah, Liz says it's stupid. 67 says the logo looks like a Chinese fake. Um, I don't care if it's fake or not. It's leaked and it's sexy. It looks really good.
The kit, Kyle. The kit, yes.
Yes.
I think we're just talking about the check mark. Does anybody not like the actual kit? I think this kit's beautiful.
Yeah, I think everyone just is on the same page with this. I think
I've been waiting for a good away kit. When was last time we had one?
Oh, is this not a third kit? I thought this was the leaked third kit.
I think this is away. No, third kit's usually a random color. The away kit this year is the green and white. Last year was also white.
This says Liverpool third kit.
Ah, okay. That's weird.
Yeah, no,
So I wonder what color the away will be.
So the thing that really stands out to me with this that puts it aside is the fact that it's not just white. The fact that it has like that textured background, which I'm assuming is supposed to be silhouettes of something, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm trying to find a pattern in there, but I can't right now. Maybe it isn't. Maybe it is just a pattern. But also it has a gold trim, dude, in the red. And the red is dark red. I love that. We've talked about this 100 times before. The 1819 home kit was a deep red, a very deep red, almost maroon. And I love that. And I love that the trim here has a gold and a red. For me, that's what makes it.
Yeah. Just reading some comments.
All right, hit me.
I'm still confused. No, it's okay. It's 67.
Wait, Steve, didn't we figure this out? Didn't we figure out that you could share comments?
Oh, shit. Did we? It won't let me.
Or was it you sharing your screen? Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, sharing my screen. I still can't pin.
That just doesn't make it.
I asked Liz to figure that out for me years ago, and
and the logo is on the wrong
side. I asked everybody to help me out. No one's been able to help me get pinning permissions. It's mainly you, of course.
Dude, I can't help you out. I don't know what the hell. There's got to be a way.
Just go into settings and just say give pin permissions.
Guests see viewer comments and posts. Guests must authenticate. Play a sound when guests enter. That would be cool. And guests can stream to their own destination. There's nothing else. I want you to pin, Steve. I want you to experience what it's like.
Well, you probably just need to give me add me to the account, Kyle.
Yeah, that's probably right. It's probably what I need to do.
We'll figure that out. Whatever. Moving on.
The kit, in my opinion, is just a nice kit. At the end of the day. The leaked home kits with the pinstripes, I don't know how accurate those are. Usually the first leaked home kits aren't what we end up going with. They're usually much different. I don't like pinstripes on the kits. Like pinstripes in general can be a really good design, but I don't like pinstripes on the kit. Like when we had that Was it 2021? No, maybe it was 1920. Yeah, it was
That
1920,
was
the
the
year
year
we
we
won
won the
the
league.
league.
It had the light green, white.
Terrible.
That's a
Awful
legendary
kit.
kit, though.
I didn't like that kit at all. But, I mean, it'll be legendary because we won the league in it, but
They're all legendary, even if they suck, dude. They all have a story
true.
to me. And then like the next one was it was like the red with like the crimson like lightning through it.
Yeah, that
I
that was
have that one. And it has green. Dude, that was sweet.
that one's different. That's the one that Bobby Firmino's book. That's the one he's wearing.
Yeah, yeah.
By the
It's
way,
kind of crazy.
great start to the book. By the way, I started that book. My
Oh,
mother
good.
got shout out to Mama Mac for getting that for me for Christmas. It's a great book so far.
Yeah, Liz says I need to be account admin on the account, as I said previously. Yeah, I'm sure you told us that somewhere along the line. We got to get on that,
Yeah.
Kyle. Thanks,
Liz,
Liz.
you've probably given us 170 answers to a problem, and we're just like, yeah, whatever. We'll just keep complaining about it.
Yeah, nothing else to do. I also don't like the fact that they dropped the kits so early in the year. First of all, please do not muddy the waters that are my brain. I have way too much to focus on for the second half of the year, the January transfer window. The last thing I need is to see kits from next year. So slow down.
Yeah, no, they
Pump
just
the brakes. It's not
they're
even
relentless.
2024 yet.
I
They're
know.
not going to wear those damn things for 6 months. And the new season doesn't start for 9 months.
It's unreal.
God, Nike, go to bed. Who's the guy that's making these? Tell him to take a vacation.
The dude clearly needs sleep because he put the Nike swoosh on wrong.
He got tired, right? He got tired. He started laying like this.
Yeah.
He turned the jersey.
Yeah,
It didn't
his
turn
head
all the
fell
way.
asleep on the rotate button, and it just started rotating.
Yeah, he had the jersey sideways.
Yeah.
And he put the check straight up and down, which is what he thought was the right way. And then he turned it back upright, and he goes, oh well, it's too late.
Yeah.
This is due now because
I
they
know. I
need
was
it
just
9
about
months
to
in
say,
advance.
he goes, it's behind schedule. I got to send it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's how they do it. Anyways,
All right. Let's see. Let's go back up to some comments here. All right. My mother says maybe it's a Nike knockoff and that's why the logo is different. How do you alter a trademark logo? Well, I mean, it could be, but even knockoffs will use the real logo. Like,
well,
there's no,
it's not an alteration because it's Nike that's making it. So they can
yeah,
essentially do whatever they
Nike
want.
can do whatever the hell they want with it.
Yeah.
Inglese says they like the green and white kit. I'm assuming they mean this year. I'm not a fan of the one this year. I know a lot of people like it. I don't like it.
The purple kit this year is great.
Purple kit is awesome. Yeah. Scott Barkley says 17, 18 still my favorite kit. Oh yeah, with the V-neck. Yeah. I still think 18, 19 is my favorite. Oyvind, what's going on, man? I love everything, but the Nike logo is enough for me not to buy it. Interesting. Okay.
I think they're going to find that. I think they're going to find that people do not want the Nike symbol up and down. Like,
it's
you'll
stupid.
get you'll get the people that purchase a kit every year because that's what they do. But
yeah,
for people that have a choice, which actually, to be frank, there isn't much of a choice. There is a very small window for when you can buy the previous year's kit from a certified retailer like LFC, Liverpool FC store, right? The American partnered channel, Fanatics, Champs, wherever you get your gear. There's not going to be many of last year's kits left once the next few months roll around. So you're not really going to have much of a choice. So
here's a take. Vertical swoosh might be a clever trick to confuse the opponent teams during matches. Dazzle the opposition defenders with the swoosh. See, I'm going to go ahead and say that's not why they did it, but
I'm dazzled just
is.
looking at it. I'm just dazzled.
What if we had a bedazzled kit? The entire kit was just bedazzled.
That would be great.
Yeah. Um, what do we say here? Oh, LFC says the Cream 21-22 kit. Classic. It's my favorite kit. It's my groomsman gift. Or not my groomsman,
Right.
my best man gift.
Yes, that's right. It is a nice
Classic.
kit.
Classic kit, dude. That's the Kanate reveal kit.
Legend.
Would rather buy some weird fake kit than that 90-degree logo. I mean, honestly, the 90-degree
Dude, do
logo is
it.
really it's bad. I mean,
No.
it just doesn't. It's almost like, look, they have the autonomy to do what they want. If they want to be creative geniuses or idiots, however you refer to it, and put the swoosh logo vertical, go for it. But never in my lifetime have I seen a kit or jersey or anything for that matter, any piece of clothing that Nike has made with the swoosh vertical.
I've seen it on shorts and I've seen it on sleeves, which is understandable.
Sleeves is different, right? I mean, now they're putting, for golf shirts, they have the Nike logo on like the back shoulder blade, which is,
As well.
it is annoying, but I kind of like it too. It's kind of like, okay, that's different. But putting it vertical is just like, it's on the front of the kit. You're not putting the LFC logo vertical. Just put the Nike logo normal.
Figure it out. That's the last thing we're going to say about this. Figure it out before you start selling them.
Well, that's why they leak it, bro.
Yeah, but I feel like they don't make changes after a leak. Like this is done and I feel like this is done and dusted. Home and hosed, as they'd say.
No,
These are
dude,
in production, bro. They're pumping these out because they're gonna go on sale soon. They're gonna go on pre-sale in like the next 30 days.
that's why
60
they're
days.
putting the feelers out. They're putting it out to see, okay, how much can we piss people off before we release this kit? All right. And if it's enough of an uproar, then they change it. It's all analytics. It's all like, put it out. How can we gauge our audience? Like, do they like the kit? Is this kit going to be a success? Is it worth the manufacturing cost versus what it's going to sell? That kind of thing. Like, I don't like, what kit was it? For example, the McDonald's kit. Remember the McDonald's kit we had? Terrible reception when it was first announced. That kit was awesome. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I'm at here. See, Tony, what's going on, man? Robbie says, I'm not worried about the kit. I'm more concerned about how we win a trophy this season. I love it.
Yeah,
Kits
I'm
don't
done with
matter.
these kits. It's way too early. Talk to me again in August, literally, Kyle.
Yeah.
August.
How about transfers, bro? It's almost that time of year again.
It is.
Tomorrow, in fact.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to do much business.
The big link with us right now is Inacio, and then this morning, Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. Those are the two that we're being linked with right now.
And Anthony Robinson as well from Fulham, left back.
I love that link. I love that link.
Yes. So
he's good.
No, he's great, and he's got an engine like Robertson. So he plays for the men's national team here in the U.S. So I've seen him play a bunch. I've always liked him. He's got, like I said, he's got a crazy engine, Premier League experience. Why would they sell him though? And I don't think we would buy him. I think it would have to be like some sort of short loan deal. But why would they move on from one of their most consistent players? It makes no sense.
And that was my thought. Not only for Fulham, but also for us. Why would we buy a left back when we have two great left backs that are just injured, right? Because when they come back, what's Anthony Robinson going to do? Just warm the bench? It just doesn't make much sense to me. So I agree with that. A loan deal would make much more sense for the left back position. It would take the burden off of Joe Gomez and also give us some wiggle room there. But Luke Chambers has been on the bench recently. What do you think about Luke Chambers filling in there? I personally don't think he's ready. When I've seen him play in the League Cup games, I'm like, I don't know if this guy's ready for this level.
Not ready. But here's the other thing I'll say, Kyle, is with the form that Joe Gomez is in, is Anthony Robinson even deserved to start at left back? That's a valid question, and I think the answer is no.
No.
So if you get him,
he
could conceivably be fourth option in 1 month when everybody's fit, or however long it's going to take. That's the concern there. I don't see it happening.
Now, what about center back with Inacio?
Pick them up.
Pick them up.
Pick them up.
Inacio, you want to hop on the Premier League bandwagon, man?
Yo,
You
what's
want
the
that
price?
payday?
What's the price?
£52 million release clause.
It's actually not bad.
Amazing bargain. 22 years old, 145 appearances already in Portugal, being linked with Arsenal as well. Tottenham were linked, but I'm telling you right now, Tottenham just agreed terms with Raghu Dragusin. What a name, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Ragu or Raga or something. Dragusin, Romanian guy. And so Tottenham they're got their defensive. Now, I wouldn't say problems worked out, but they're signing their players. Arsenal, I could see that happening. Why do I feel like Arsenal is where he's going to go?
Because Tottenham's an absolute dumpster fire. I don't care where they are in the table this year. Tottenham is a joke.
The last month, they have fallen off so hard. The beginning of the year, though, they were the best team in the league, dude. They were so well managed. And their keeper, what I'll say, Vicario, is amazing right now. Can he sustain it? That remains to be seen. But he is good.
He is good. It's still Tottenham, Kyle. It's still I would not go there. I would not go to a club that's known for choking and like not winning trophies and stuff like that.
See, but hold on. Here's the thing, though. Tottenham, as bottom of the top 6, as you can argue they are, they're not a bad club to go to, right? Because think about it this way. They don't necessarily have that problem that a lot of people coming over to the Premier League have, in the sense that you're going to sit the bench and have to earn your spot. Tottenham is one of those top 6 sides where if you're good in another league, you could potentially start from day one. So Inacio coming in, he could start over Van den Ven. He could start over Eric Dyer. Like, Inacio coming to us or City or even Arsenal, I think Arsenal's more, maybe not a good comparison, but you go to Tottenham, you could start. So I think players going to Tottenham isn't a bad idea. I don't disagree with that. I disagree with what you said, saying that, like, why I wouldn't go to Tottenham. I think I would.
I think that's where careers go to die. Kyle, I'm being brutally honest. That's where you go if you want your career to rot. And I mean that in every drop of what I'm saying. I truly believe.
Hold on. Here's a hypothetical for you. And I really wonder if I can put a poll in this. If I can put a poll in this chat. Oh, I can't. There's a way to do it, but I can do it on YouTube. Okay, hold on. Before I ask this question, I really want to do this because I rarely do this. And I want to interact with the audience a little bit more because we've had some comments say, very odd, but people complaining that their comments aren't being read. Chill out, guys. There's 30 of you in here. We get to you. All right? Everyone relax.
Who's saying that?
I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, relax. Enjoy the show. Chat with people. We'll get to your comments, okay? All right. Let me go into this real quick. I got to mute this, though. There we go. All right, Steve, you can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, shout out to Oyvind, by the way, member for 30 months. Shout out to Oyvind.
Just a legend.
Absolute legend. And Liz, member for 36 months. Amazing. Okay, let me make this poll here. So you said Tottenham is where careers go to die, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And what are you going to do? Tottenham or Chelsea? Is that what you're going to do?
I hate you.
Well, dude, I don't even know if it's fair to put...
Why do you have to ruin everything?
I'm sorry. but I'm just going to start listing some players while you're getting that poll ready to go, okay? Richarlison. Career dead.
He's had a resurgence, bro. He
Kyle, he
actually
scored 3 goals in the last 3 years. He's awful. People get so consumed by recency bias and what's happened lately. What did he have, a brace in like November? And now he's back and he's having a resurgence? He's god awful.
Fakito.
He's the worst $60 million striker in the history of Tottenham, in one of the worst signings in the history of the league for $60 million.
Yeah,
he's right up there with Werner.
No, he's right up there with Anthony.
Oh, but he's not a striker. So that's a different conversation because he's even worse.
Oh.
Anthony's got 1 goal in 33 matches.
Yeah, no.
That was Richarlison last year.
Richarlison, yeah, really bad. Dermot, what's going on?
Yves Bissouma, great player. Was great at Brighton. Haven't heard much of him from Tottenham.
Dude, I swear, man. Tottenham. Well, Steve, let me just ask you straight up. Where would you rather sign, Tottenham or Chelsea?
God.
Yeah, right. No. This is a great question because
I think it's Tottenham, even though I'm bashing.
Thank you.
Because they have a brand new stadium.
Thank you.
That's the only reason why. Because the club sucks. And I don't have anything against them. Like, I respect a lot of their players, their manager, but like, how long can you just be on the fringe? Like, are they even top 6 anymore? With Newcastle and Villa right now, and like, are they still one of the top clubs in the league? Like, I don't think so. And I think they're going to keep slipping. It's only a matter of time before losing Harry Kane comes back to bite you in the you-know-what.
And Harry Kane is lighting up the Bundesliga.
As he should. I mean, it's a weaker league. It's a much weaker league.
Yeah. So LFC, sign for. So sign, if you're asking what that means, basically means who would you rather like transfer to? Everett says, I don't want death row contracts.
That's true.
Yeah, no. And Oyvind says, at least Chelsea wins something every few years. I mean, that's a good point. But I mean, the fact remains, right? Like right now, I wouldn't go to Chelsea. I don't know how Chelsea are even retaining the players they have right now without these players going on strike. I mean, it is so they had a good result yesterday. They beat Luton, but Luton almost came back, right? Chelsea are 10th in the table right now. They are going through a rebuild, but it's not a traditional rebuild like, hey, let's build through our youth academy and let's go and find young talent and let them grow. They're going through let's spend $1 billion rebuild. So you're not getting into that team. So I think if you're asking me, which no one is, but I'm going to just say you are, where to sign, I'm going with Tottenham.
It's true. It's got to be Tottenham, but Kyle, you got to think
Tottenham.
You got to think about what the alternative is, dude. You're giving us Chelsea. literally the bottom of the barrel alternative option. The worst in Europe is what you're giving us.
No, no. They're not the worst in
Chelsea
Europe.
Is the worst option in Europe right now for me. Not for popularity and money and all that. But that place is a dumpster fire.
Yeah.
A dumpster fire. They're all on 10-year contracts, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10-year contracts, whatever it is. And Kyle, Pochettino is getting some keys to the kingdom. And he said he wants to buy more in January.
That's what is mind-blowing.
And Bowley or Bowler, whoever he is, literally said he's going to spend millions and millions.
This is like, how are they sustaining a business where Every manager that comes in, mind you, which is about 7 of them a year, every manager that comes in gets a whole new starting 11. In what world does that make sense? Because you know they're going to fire Pochettino next season.
No, they should have fired him already. He's been the worst.
Why would you let Pochettino get new players after the unbelievable? Well, you probably need them at this point, especially defensively. Their defense is not good. Why would you let him do that? And what team can Chelsea be compared to in the NBA? Any team that LeBron James plays for.
Okay. Moving on.
Actually, no, not right now. The Suns. It's actually Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is now doing what LeBron James used to do.
Yes. Okay. Ready? Here. Dude. All this money, all these changes, and they're still throwing out Raheem Sterling, Thiago Silva, Conor Gallagher. You're spending all this money, but I'm seeing the same clowns as your first names on the team sheet. Your best players this year are Gallagher and Cole Palmer.
Yo, Cole Palmer's a problem.
Because Kyle, football teams have to score.
They have to create. About Chelsea.
Dude, they have to score. They have to create. It's like the NBA. Aaron Aflalo used to average 25 a game for the Magic, but he sucks. Yeah. He sucked then. He sucked when he was with the Celtics. Wherever else he's been, he's awful. But points have to go around. Chances and opportunities have to go around. Yeah. Cole Palmer is not a great footballer, but he's surrounded by garbage. So he gets the opportunities. He's the only one with any balls to make a drive going forward, and he's a pretty good finisher. He's a good player, a good young talent.
Agreed.
But his numbers are inflated because he is surrounded by absolute dog shit. They've spent billions on dog shit. 67. Throw the emojis up for me. Chelsea have spent billions on dog shit. Dog shit. Gusto. Cucurella. Chilwell. Dog shit. Fernandez. Pretty good. Sometimes dog shit. Caicedo. Dog shit. Sanchez. Dog shit. Jackson. Double dog shit.
Yo, he's bad. Oh my
Scores God. A hat trick. Gets off the hook for 2 weeks. Back to dog shit. It's crazy. Oh. Please do not. Madueke. Chukwuemeka. Who else? Who's in here?
Do you see that video? Tell me, I resent that video to you last night.
On
Instagram.
Sure. I saw it last night.
It's about Chelsea. You got to watch it. But yes, okay. Dog shit. Everyone, dog shit. And it's maybe if you took one of these players and put him on a different team, maybe you're right. Maybe we wouldn't see it. But why? Of all the players they have, Steven, this is my question to you. You say all these players are dog shit, rightly so. Why, on a team of Raheem Sterling, Mudryk, Nkunku, who just came back, to be fair, and all these other players, Madueke, are Cole Palmer and Conor Gallagher the best players? Why?
Well, I said it. Cole Palmer's got balls. And I'm not saying anything bad about the kid. I literally think he's an exciting young talent, and I'm happy for a player like him. He came from Man City. I think it's a risk going to Chelsea given the current climate. And he's balling. He's got balls. The kid's got guts. He's got courage. In a dumpster fire that is Chelsea, he is trying to climb out of that dumpster. God. He really is.
He has assumed the role of, I am going to carry this team on
literally, absolutely what he's doing.
And I love that.
Yep.
Now, going back to the poll, guys, Tottenham won 64% to 36% 14 votes. Thank you all for participating.
Wait,
And
where is it? Where is it?
it doesn't show up on StreamYard. It only shows up on YouTube, which is
What was the
definitely
percentages again?
It was 64 Tottenham, 38 Chelsea. No, 36 Chelsea, whatever the math is. Arithmetic, not my thing. I believe that's the correct polling because no one wants to go to Chelsea right now. Going away from Chelsea, I do want to chat about Man United because Man United are just so bad. And I think it's a managerial issue. I don't think they have bad players. I really don't. I think if you look on paper and look at their defense, Johnny Evans, that might be bad. But Rafael Varane, Diego Dalot, and Luke Shaw, or even Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka played yesterday. And Onana. That's not a bad defense. But their tactics are just not good. Nobody is scoring. Marcus Rashford scored for the first time. I don't want to talk about stats because I don't know their stats as well. But I'm just saying, bro, Man United is a great example of kind of what Chelsea do. 85 million for Sancho, 85 million for Antony. Dog shit. That's my new favorite thing. Dog shit.
Yeah. Dude. Rashford. He's played every match this season.
What does he have?
Every match.
4 goals?
3 goals.
3 goals.
He's played
one
in
of them
every
yesterday,
match.
by the way.
Yes, he's played in every match. I just want to highlight that. 19 appearances. Or is
Okay,
it
19.
Are we 20 games in this year so far? It's 19.
I don't know.
Whatever.
The problem is Man United have made the mistake of signing, have taken the FIFA transfer approach. So have Chelsea. And this is a problem. When you take the FIFA transfer approach, you take the big name and lights, but don't do your due diligence with scouting. Antony is good at Ajax in the Eredivisie, playing against Groningen and PSV and AZ Swollen, whoever the hell these teams are. And then you put him in Man United, start him in the Premier League, and this is what you get. 33 appearances and 1 goal or whatever the hell it is. Sancho is a little bit of a different story, but Ten Hag is not being held accountable, I feel like. Just like you said earlier, Pochettino isn't really being held accountable at this point either. Is it because they're too new?
It's never mattered in the past. I mean, actually, Man United does give these folks a little bit of a leash, but at what point do you, as a club of Manchester United, just say this guy's hurting more than he's helping?
Yes.
Where are they in the league? You can slide anybody in, and I'm hearing rumors of Graham Potter. Poor Graham.
Dude,
he's just going to get fired again for the 3rd time in 2 years. He does not belong at a big club. Let's move on from Graham Potter as a big club category. Please. You're just going to keep making him look very, very bad.
Yes.
If Man United want to get back to the top, I've said it a few months ago, they got to get Zidane. They got to get somebody that's just a serial winner. That's all he knows how to do. He's got more trophies than losses.
It's the comment of the day, but they beat us 0-0.
No, I know, and they really did. But that's how sad it's become. I hope they keep Ten Hag because he's that dog shit. And I feel bad for their fans because they've been waiting. And there's just no light at the end of the tunnel. It's just dog shit after dog shit after dog shit.
Man United,
if you get Zidane, it changes. It's over.
They have not found their footing after Sir Alex Ferguson. I mean, it's tough. It's tough because honestly, dude, if we didn't get Klopp, we'd be in the same boat. Jurgen
100%.
we'd be in the same exact boat, okay? Because it's not easy to find a good manager. We are taking how good Klopp is for granted as fans, and we all know we love Klopp. Like oh my God, I love the man. But I think at times when we're just saying that manager's dog shit, he needs to be fired. If we didn't have Klopp, we'd probably be saying the same exact thing about our manager because it is so difficult to find a good manager, dude. You can have a manager who's good for 6 months, right? Really, really good for 6 months. Look at Ten Hag last season. The skill isn't in the short term because there's the honeymoon phase. The skill is, can you sustain it and keep the team motivated? That is what Bobby Firmino talks about in his book, which I'm reading right now. He says that it's very difficult. You can love a manager. He basically says you can love a manager, have great rapport with him. Everyone likes him. But the really key thing for a manager to do is keep the team motivated. And he says that Klopp is the best manager he's ever had at doing that. He is able to gauge when the team isn't quite meshing or when they're not motivated anymore. And he sets aside certain things in order to keep them motivated, whether it's an extra day off, not staying in a hotel for a home game, which they did for an entire season. I didn't know that. They would stay in hotels for home games or going on a vacation as a team. And that is so rare. Managers aren't like that.
Well, they want to be. Yeah, I think they want to be, but that's a gift. And it's beautiful to hear. I can't wait to read the book. But I'm not surprised. Klopp is so special, dude.
Yeah.
We are lucky. You're right. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want to say you're absolutely right. I sound like a privileged asshole because technically we are privileged assholes.
Oh, no,
right now.
no. I'm saying that for both of us. We sound like privileged, like, yeah, okay. I didn't want you to feel singled out by that.
No. I think you're absolutely right. I'm going to ride this train because we are on this perch right now from a managerial perspective. And I know we are so lucky and I'm literally so grateful every day.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I do want to say I'm very thankful to everyone in the chat as well. Given that it's New Year's Eve, right, Steve? I want to give everyone a big thank you for supporting the channel and sticking with the channel. I'm a big YouTube nut. You know, I watch YouTube every single day for hours a day, and it's all different sorts of content, from Liverpool content to murder mysteries to all sorts of stuff, you name it. Okay. I rarely interact with the channels that I watch. Even if I watch the channel religiously, something just happened. Casey fell or something. But I rarely interact with the channel. So for you guys coming here into the chat, interacting, commenting, liking, subscribing, those of you who are channel members, I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, because in the back of my head, I'm thinking, I would never do that for the channel that I love the most. So seriously, thank you to everybody for your thoughts, and just interacting with the channel. Seriously, you guys keep us going. Appreciate it. And here's to bigger and better things in 2024.
The end of another year, Kyle. You're absolutely right. It's yeah, I think I echo what you said. And thank you to everybody that's here today. Thank you to everybody that's joined us this year. There's been hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views, and maybe millions. I don't know.
We've broke 1 million. Yep.
This year?
It was way earlier in the year, but yeah, we broke 1 million.
Okay.
Let me see what we're at.
I was talking about this year, like how many, like, you know, there's been a lot of growth in the channel this year.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of great things have happened with the club. A lot of crappy things have happened with the club. It's been a roller coaster. A lot of good content. Thank you to, first and foremost, to our channel members that have been with us for years and years, but also that are consistently with us, especially
Absolutely.
those channel members. Thank you to everybody that's new. And yeah, Happy New Year. The train doesn't stop. We're gonna keep this thing rolling into 2024. Like nothing happened. I'm going to write the incorrect date on all paperwork until probably March 15th.
Bingo. That's usually, yeah.
And
if it's a good year, I figure it out at the end of January. But you're right. It usually goes into March.
Yeah, March 15th or so, sometimes as late as tax day. But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's okay. I know we're coming up on time here. We have Newcastle.
Yes, Newcastle coming up tomorrow. Big game. Big game. Newcastle, however, they lost to Nottingham Forest recently, man. They've been struggling. They started out really strong, Steve. I think they're like 8th in the table right now. Hold
They're
on.
ninth.
Yeah.
They're ninth. They have one more point than Chelsea, one more than Wolves,
See,
three
and
or
to
four more
me,
than Bournemouth.
let me share my screen here. How about
I can tell
Bournemouth,
you
man?
why. If you want to know why, I can tell you why.
Why don't you hit me with it, Steve?
Why they stink.
Tell me.
It's their players, Kyle. They don't have good enough players. They have all this money and they've bought no one.
Okay, now can I counter with that? So,
okay, Botman.
no. I'm not going to counter saying they've bought good players. Okay, listen. What I'm saying is, it's one thing if you have money. If you have money, that doesn't necessarily mean you're able to recruit players. Okay, players might not want to go to Newcastle.
I disagree.
Okay?
There are plenty of disgruntled players that would love to be purchased from their shit clubs and come to the Premier League to a team that has money, played in a final last year, and they know is only going to get better with this flow of cash.
Right, but they might be doing it right, Steve. They might be going and buying the right players rather than doing the Chelsea and Man United approach where they buy the next big name. They might be doing it right. Now, it's maybe not working out the best for them right now because they're in 9th. But I'm just saying, man, I kind of like how Newcastle have approached the transfer market ever since the takeover. They didn't immediately go out and get Mbappe like everybody thought. You know what I mean? Like, not that kind of stuff. They've had strategic signings. I think Anthony Gordon might be one of the best strategic signings for Newcastle because when he was at Everton, I'm not saying Anthony Gordon is like a top winger in the league. I'm just saying when I watch Anthony Gordon play, I'm like, that's a good signing for Newcastle. Because Newcastle didn't have any wingers, dude. What, Miguel Almiron?
He's kind of like a midfielder too.
Yeah,
I forgot that they purchased Tonali. That was a big chunk of cash that we forget about because he's a criminal.
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
now he's not he's a not really a criminal. I think it's more the way the story they were talking about the story is that he's like an addict, like he's a gambling addict.
Yeah. But I forgot about that purchase. So that changes my opinion a little bit on their spending. But yeah.
Crazy table right now, man.
It's a crazy year.
Dude, it's just Man City are still there. Guys, Man City are going to be fighting for the title at the end of the year. Don't think too much into the fact that Man City are 4th. They just had like some poor results just like we did last year and the year before where we get to a point in the year and we just lose for no reason other than why. Like I don't know, we just lose. But somehow, dude, Man United are still in 7th, which blows my mind.
It's because they have 10 wins, Kyle.
Yeah, they have 10 wins and 9 losses.
You see the correlation here?
Yes. We're not getting into this again.
It's just the win column is really all that matters.
Hold on.
The draws don't count.
I got to check on Casey for Liz. Casey, you okay? You okay? All right, she's good. We're good.
Look at the wins. Look at there's a couple. It's pretty much the way it should be.
Yeah. Well, that's the benefit of doing it by points. Is it's always the way it should be. There's no argument where a team has the same record and you're like, oh, well, who's the better team? Well, it's done by points.
I don't know if it's the best way to do it because I'm not prepared for this conversation, by the way.
Yeah, no, we
This
have
is the way it should be and the way it is, and I'm happy with it. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's the best.
fair enough. Fair enough.
They do it in hockey as well, like this.
Yeah, but hockey, nah. But Steve, closing thoughts, guys. You can leave your. Oh, Ross, what's going on, man? Shout out to Ross. And Yogesh is in here as well. And I just want to close with this thought here before I get to your closing thoughts. Oyvind says it's a great time to play Newcastle, and I agree. It's a very good way to look at it. Like, we played Newcastle at the beginning of the year, right? This will be the second time we played them.
We did. We had the red card, and Nunez came on and scored a brace in the end, and it was one of the most satisfying victories I've ever felt in my entire life.
Electric.
Do you remember that?
Electric.
Felt like it was just yesterday. I think we have a chance to absolutely bury Newcastle. The way we broke their hearts in that first match, and they looked like the better team for a while. They were dangerous at that time. They felt like the best team in the league to me.
Yep.
Kind of at that time. Like, that's how highly I thought of them. And I think they'll put up a fight. I don't think this is going to be a blowout. Even last year, Carvalho had to score the winner at the death against them. They play us tough.
They do.
But if we are able to like give them a beating, this will destroy their morale. Because it's like kicking a man when he's down. They're down right now. And they already had their hearts broken by us earlier this year.
So, closing thoughts, Steve.
Closing thoughts. We have to win more football matches. We have to win more.
Yeah, that's true. Especially
12 for
right
19
now,
is not necessarily a great percentage based on our standards, Kyle. I don't think it's great. I think it could be better.
They're doing it live. To answer Dermot your question. So they do it live. So Arsenal's playing right now and they're up. So right now the live table is they're 43 points, we're 42. So they're technically top. But technically right now we're still top because that game's not over yet.
Yeah, we need to win more games. That's my closing thoughts. Newcastle, I don't expect an easy game. Is this one home though?
Great question. No,
I think
of course.
Is.
No, it is because when Darwin scored, we were at St. James's Park.
Are you sure?
100% sure.
Oh, good. Then we'll win. Not worried.
Anfield's a fortress again, bro. That's my closing thoughts. Also, I do want to say that if you have a chance to get Bobby Firmino's memoir, I highly suggest it because, dude, I was 4 pages in. I'm like, I'm gonna cry before the end of this book. I don't want to spoil the opening line for you, so I won't. But the first sentence in the book, you're just like, oh shit. Like, how am I gonna read this?
Are you how many pages is it?
I didn't look how many pages it was, but I'm only like 70 pages in right now. I read like a little bit every day.
Do you know how to read?
Yeah, it's hard, but I know how.
Okay. I was just making sure. I didn't know if you needed me to read to you.
Yeah, no. Oh, that would be awesome. Could you?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, it's very soothing. Yeah. Oyvind's got a 3-0 prediction. Liz got a 4-0 prediction. Those are bold predictions, guys.
I think that shows they're more confident than me, so I'm glad somebody is because I'm not feeling good about this match tomorrow.
No, not at all.
I don't think we've been in particularly great form, if I'm being honest.
You don't think?
Well, the Arsenal match, I think we played pretty well, but they had their moments, and we blew that match, in my opinion. So that's not great. We struggled with Burnley.
We are so much better than we play at times. We are so much better than 0-0 to United and 1-1 to Arsenal and 1-0 to Burnley. We are so much better than that. But sometimes I don't know what it is.
Are you doing a watch along?
I am doing a watch along. Yes, guys. I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow. I'm excited for that. So, IB Stellar 3-1, Ross going 2-1. I think 2-1 is a safe bet. I'll go 2-1 as well, Steve. What's your prediction?
3-1.
3-1. I love it. Guys,
But not
appreciate y'all being here.
not a comfortable 3-1, like a scrappy 3-1.
Scrappy 3-1, kind of like deflected, like a saved shot, rebound scored, that kind of thing.
I think I need to see Diaz, Darwin, and Mo Salah score tomorrow.
Dude, Diaz's form has not been great since the beginning of the year. I put Jota in there. I'm starting Jota. Sorry, I'm starting Jota.
People are saying stuff about Diaz, but I want you to remember what he is, Kyle. Like,
well, I know what he is.
He's a winger.
I know he's a winger. So is Mo Salah.
All right, so let me give you just a quick example before we jump off here. He played 17 matches last year and he got hurt. All he played was 17 matches, 4 goals. This year he's played in 18 matches, 3 goals. It's the same freaking player.
Okay, let me remind you.
Nothing's changed.
Let me remind you.
The
first 2 goals of the 3 goals he has were in the first 2 games of the season. Okay?
Right.
Okay. So he is in a goal drought. It's not like the 3 goals are spaced out. He was hot at the beginning of the year. He hasn't done anything. So that's what's worrying me. So like on form, current form, I'm not saying Diaz isn't a good winger. I'm just saying on current form, Jota comes back from being injured for months and scores immediately. Start Jota.
Yeah, no, 100% start Jota. I just think people think Diaz is better than he is. He is a great player. He's a great winger. He's not a flop. He's awesome. He can start any day in this team, but he is not a goal machine. Now, you're right. The way you put it is correct. It's been so long since he's done something, but like his return, his stats are the same that they've always been when you look at the bigger picture. So I know, but you're right. You're right. Recent form is what matters. So yeah, he needs to pick it up.
All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. Steve, thank you very much. Hope you feel better, guys. We'll be live tomorrow for the watch along. So hope to see you guys there. And until then, Reds, take care.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.